guys, this is the second part of the video looking at the extraction of metals. In the first part of the video, we saw that a lot of useful metals are contained within the Earth's crust in the form of ores, where an ore contains these metals in the form of compounds. We can obtain the pure metal from the ore by first separating out the metal oxide, and then carrying out redox reactions on this metal oxide in order to produce the pure metal. Specifically, if the metal is lower than carbon in the reactivity series, then we can obtain the pure metal from the metal oxide through reduction with carbon. Let's look at this process in a bit more detail by looking at some specific examples. If you look at the reactivity series, you can see that iron and copper are two examples of metals that are lower than carbon in the reactivity series. As we said, we can therefore extract them from their oxides using reduction with carbon. Here we have a section of the reactivity series. Remembering that our reactivity decreases as you move down from carbon to tin to iron to lead to hydrogen to copper, meaning that copper is less reactive than iron, as it appears lower down in the series, and that both are less reactive than carbon, where we've used the horseshoe here to represent iron. Firstly, we can look at the extraction of copper. In the case of copper, the ore contains lots of what is known as copper sulfide. Our first step is therefore to convert this copper sulfide to copper oxide, and this is achieved by heating the copper sulfide in air, leading directly to the production of copper oxide. We can see this process in this diagram. On the right hand side we have our copper sulfide reactant, which is heated in air in order to produce copper oxide. We always want to form our oxide in order to do our reduction with carbon, and this is our next step. The copper oxide that we produce in the first step is heated with carbon, and this leads to the production of our pure copper. So on our left-hand side, reactant side, we have our copper oxide and our carbon, and we heat these together in order to form our pure copper and also the product of the oxidation of carbon, carbon dioxide. As in all reactions in which a metal oxide forms a metal after being heated with carbon, this is a redox reaction, where redox means that reduction and oxidation reactions are happening simultaneously. Specifically here, our copper goes from copper oxide to pure copper, losing oxygen and therefore being reduced.
Hi guys! To continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise and exam board specific GCSE chemistry and combined science videos, just click on the Snap Revise smiley face. Join me today and together let's make Chemistry at GCSE a walk in the park.